So I might start without this PPT. It's not that important to me, since we are World Wide Web. This is who I am when doing business. But when I'm not doing business, it's just green. So it's solo green. Yeah? Only green. So you know the song of this famous poet, Zeleno, ki te ljubim, zeleno. Try to guess who wrote that down. He was not Slovene, on my big, how to say, disappointment. So today we will talk about hemp again. Special effect, so might well be PDF. Yes, I don't know where Maja is. Probably somewhere on this earth or on this planet. So we did this thing together, what concerns the technical arrangements, because she is very well networked in the Slovene environment, as she's working as a consultant in agriculture. Oh, there she is. One big applause for her. So she helped a lot with this enquete, and yeah, well, to be honest, the rest was done by myself. But never mind. With me, it's always about stories. Yeah. Because it's like I will tell you. I'm not sure how much time I have. Is it half an hour? Yeah, okay. So I did my PhD in ecotoxicology, but I'm a doctor of veterinary medicine. So I'm much interested in the nature, of course. But after I gained my PhD, I'm not always, I probably never will. I'm always into something new, so I decided to look into the biodynamics, and we do perhaps know this, what's in the back of this photo. I mean, are there any anthroposophic people here? Yeah, that's Dorna. Yeah, that's like the mecca of the Demeter education, or of the anthroposophic philosophy. This is Goethe Annum, and well, this is not Goethe Annum, but this is Maja, when we were visiting one farm there, and we were tasting, only just the two of us were brave enough to taste. I think there were some pumpkins or something, but the most important is this, because this is hand of Maja, and you know what's in her hand. And it's a very symbolic thing. So it's like a connection. I'm not in this photo because I'm taking the photo. And the next one, it's just, since I've been here yesterday as well, this is going to be very quickly, is about what I do with Complementarium. It's okoljsko svetovanje, and in English that would be environmental consulting. So, as the name says, we are very interdisciplinary, and we are trying to complete something. We are made of many complements. So we work with earthworms, we work with nature, we work with children, we teach them basic science through fun. We educate, let's say, teachers at schools, at kindergartens, and yeah, this is making of a compost. But all in all, we do this. We educate. It means that we we try to deliver the knowledge we have with all the co-workers I have. They're very, they have very various background. It's IT or microbiology or geology. So we don't do any narrowing with that. We want to spread the good news that we are able to educate on many different scientific disciplines. So, but important message is also that we respect nature and its laws. We do some science. I showed that yesterday. We work with children and with elderly people. This is my mother and my daughter this year at Easter. So, of course, I don't work with them in such relation, but I love them, and that's the best work I have so far. My mother and Pika, they encourage me to do this business also with children and with elderly people. So, but most of all, I do it right now very much. I enjoy myself, I adore life, and yeah, I care, you care, we care, because we care. Our today's story again begins somewhere. Here you can see two families. On the left is my family. This is my husband, because here he is taking the photo. And on my right, this is Maja's family. The background of the photos is a bit different. That does not mean that we don't know how farming life looks like, and vice versa. Also, the Kokan family has a very nice garden. It's not just about fields and hemp. They also have a garden. But unfortunately, we don't have a big field, but still, we like to have it very colorful, and so far, my mother takes care of it. And here is also my father, my sister, so the whole family and the children is taking care of their story, and they're doing that with their story. And again, here is this hand, and this is hand. So we were having this debate with Maja, let's say 5, 6, 7 months ago, that we should do something. We should see whether Slovene people know what this is. Is it drug, or is it pharmaceutical, or is it just a pure pleasure? What is it? Or the message, what Slovene people think it is. So Maja more investigated the consumers' reports, and I've dealt with the actual producers or hemp growers, so farmers dealing with hemp. And what I would like to say, that the enquete was done via internet, and the response on the side of the consumers was, I think we got something around 300 answers, but on the side of the hemp makers or hemp farmers, we only got 35 answers. The number of Slovene hempers, it's not that small, but somehow they didn't reply. I will comment that in the end, what I think is the cause of it, but anyhow, just that you get a picture. So these three, I will show now the following slides. We'll talk about the people's response, so I've responded to that as well, or Maja, or perhaps anyone else sitting here in the room. So there were 10 questions in each group. I will present today just the most remarkable ones. So the first question I found very funny, or for me it's a basic question, but to see the answers. So what do you relate the word hemp, that's konoplja in Slovene, with? You see, mainly people have answered medicine. But imagine, in 2014, there was 1% of the people who still think that's a poison. And that's scary. It's scary actually also because of the fact that mainly this enquete was sent to the people who I think are, have some broad spectrum of knowledge and how to say, cultural background or whatever, and they still answer this. So, fortunately this hemp grows further. This is Maja's hemp, and hemp will not be stopped even if 1% of the people in the enquete thinks it's a poison. And the second one, again, mainly all the photos are which are related to hemp are from Maja's big photo folder called Konoplja. So this is just a general question, and it's related to the knowledge about hemp planting or hemp germination. So I was asking, Maja was asking people when they think hemp is planted. You see, mainly people don't even know that, or they don't bother to answer. I'm not sure, but what's the correct answer here? Is it in winter or is it in spring? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. It's all, I don't know, some people say ignorance is bliss, so that's what I got from this pie. It's really unbelievable, because even if you think a bit, you don't need to think much. You need to put this idea into your head when this would be put into the soil and how it will grow and when do you harvest that. So I have no further comment on this slide. So another one, the last one I've picked, it's about if the consumers ever tried any of the hemp product. This again is taken by Ms. Maja Klemen Cokan. So, whoa, look at here. They did in a very, very huge amount. But that doesn't really good coincide with the two facts I gave you before. So I have another remark about that, but I will keep it till the end, because I think it's very much related with the Slovene culture. So, okay, so now on the other hand, the 35 answers, Mr. Škip. Here I would also like to acknowledge Branka and Borut. Maja, can you show this? I had it yesterday. In Slovene this is predpasnik. I'm not sure what's the word for in English. Apron. Okay. So it's there. No, it's there. This. So, however, this was this hemp. It's okay. Just leave. It's they've sold it to me, and from that another story came. In 2 months, we really became friends, I dare to say. So yes, but this photo was taken before we were friends. It's the first pyramid of hemp built in Slovenia by Borut. And here on the right hand side you can see the question was about to the producers of hemp how long they are in this hemp business. So I have to say here that legislative of Slovenia in 2011 finally, how to say, established the rules and the basic, how to say, the basic rules. There is still an ongoing debate about which conditions you need to fulfill, or however to be able to be a producer of hemp. So you see, there is a drastic achievement or progressive achievement in the past last year, or in 2013, 2012, in comparison to 5 years ago. So this is good, this is very good, but on the other hand, still very shocking that we got not that many answers from the producers. But the tension shows like there is a tendency the hemp producing of hemp in Slovenia will grow. This one is to the producers. I've asked them whether they think Slovene people know enough about positive effects of hemp. Not just hemp as a crop.
I have a question.
Yes, of course.
Go back, please. One photo back. And if you can please, I would like to tell the people that here on my left is Mr. Henry Thompson, who was really lucky. Okay. There on my left side is Mr. Henry Thompson, who came to my place, and we did this together. And so this is all I wanted to say. And I'm really glad that I got him to Slovenia. Thank you.
This, as I said, it's about what producers think about consumers. You see, it's 70% they think that they are not aware enough of the positive effects of hemp. Here I would just like to stress that the question was asked not just a hemp as either a food source, but as a general usage of hemp from the I don't know, like a medicine to as a food supplement, and so on and so forth. So, and they still think they don't know enough about it. And that's another interesting thing. I've asked them how often they consume hemp products themselves. So 77% answered that regularly, but still here are people who actually even never tried it. That's really not something from Mr. who gave a talk yesterday from Australia. He couldn't believe that, I think. But yeah, that's the answer we got. And here is freshly made hemp oil. It's done by Maja. So yes, I think this study showed that there is actually low awareness on both sides. On the consumer side, there is this thing that they get some information via media or via internet, but they don't really understand it. So they eat it because they've seen a commercial, but in fact they don't have any knowledge at all what hemp is. Not even when it's harvested or when it's planted into the earth. That's absurd. That's completely absurd. And that's not that uncommon for Slovene people. We think we know everything. Well, we don't. So that's my first message. The second one, a lack of critical thinking and mass. This is crucial here, because we are now, this room, these people who are here or out in the open but not out in the open in what concerns the rest of the Slovenia. We are critical thinking, but we need mass in that. And guys, that's on you now to spread the news, to educate people, to tell them what cannabis sativa, varieta sativa is. And also indianica, of course. But still, today, without this proper evangelism, nothing will happen. And yeah, what concerns me, it's all about enjoyment and trust. Some people say in God we trust, but we have different gods. We live under different environmental conditions even, so who cares? First we need to trust ourselves and then just follow your heart, not the flow, please. And this I would also like to acknowledge my friend. This is Natasha Brecer-Kudre. She's an artist, actually. She does crazy thing with textile. She made that, the sketch of this one for me, but it was made by her friend dressmaker. So yeah, she was still pregnant, and I was also trying to be unsuccessfully so far. So yeah, here I just would like to acknowledge all the best to her Prina, and to her. Prina was born in June, this June. So next, please. Yeah, so as I've trying to, or I did partly show yesterday with Tanya, hemp is happy, we are happy, and the scientific work will be proceed with the student of mine who is sitting in the back there, and this story about Slovene awareness, this we all will be helping. Yeah, so again, hvala to my Complementarium team. This was shot just 2 days before I came here. Only young people, very concentrated. And well, this is me doing my PhD with sheep shit actually. And this is my children work. This is my daughter, my husband. And this is me and Pika doing some earthworm investigation. And one more, the last one. So, hvala lepa. Any questions? Yeah? Okay. I don't know whether this is a compliment or yes, I will take it as one. So, hvala lepa, and to Maja too. And she's having a workshop this afternoon, is it? So she will tell you something about hemp in practice.
Don't let anything. Okay. More is also on.
Sorry, hemp harvesting it will be. Yes. Okay, it's žetev. So live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Hvala.